Hey guys, it's Dark Architect 18 back here with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing the Bayard. Just wanted to say that I do ship reviews and dev strike videos and much more, so before I start, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. So today we're doing the Bayard review video. We're going to break down the commander, then we're going to do the comparison of a couple builds. My build and Big Foz's build, and then we are going to actually look at the armor and then get into the actual gameplay. So okay, so we got Andre Rue up on the screen. We got no fly zone, full speed ahead, velocious, steer clear, and fully packed. And then for our inspirations, we have Nikolai Kuznetsov and Azulain Azuma. So we have a anti-dispersion and range build. Keep that in mind. And we have some agility as well and AA. So really good overall build. I'm just going to show you the mods. So we got aiming systems mod 1 in the first slot, steering gears mod 2 in the second slot, concealment system mod in the third slot, and AA guns mod 2 in the fourth slot. So we got sonar and defensive AA fire. I'm running sonar, that's just how I'm running it. It's got main battery boost and it's got 20% speed boost consumable. So increase your speed on top of your main one. So I'm showing 38 right there, but technically it's higher. And this build, this is Foz's. So you got beyond range, igniter, go all out, fixated, and fully packed. So he's running a concealment and speed build. So he wants to enhance the speed on the speed boost, and he wants to also decrease the detectability for the cruiser overall. So that's his build. And then the mods he's running is the same as mine. Aiming systems mod, steering gears mod 2, concealment systems mod 1, and AA guns mod in the last slot. So those are both of our builds. Now I'm going to actually break down the armor for the actual Bayard, which is actually a really interesting concept. So I'm just going to go to the citadel of this ship. So it looks like it's below the water. So it's definitely vulnerable, but it looks like it's slightly below the water or just at waterline. So yeah, it looks like it's actually a little bit above the waterline and slightly below. So the middle section is slightly above or at waterline, and the front and rear section of the citadel is below the waterline. So you're going to have to keep that in mind while you're playing this ship. Just wanted to show you that so that you know what you're getting into with getting this ship. I really enjoy the ship overall, and you're going to enjoy the game for what it is. So we're going to break down the Bayard. So basically with my build, I was running Andre Rue with Nikolai Kuznetsov, Azulain Azuma. Another build that you could do is Andre Lemonnier with Norman Scott and Karl von Mueller. That's another I guess free build that you could use. Or you could also use Foz's build, which is technically Andre Lemonnier with Gunichi Mikawa and Karl von Mueller. So both of those last two builds that I talked about are free. So all you have to do is have just the commanders based on the commander XP you earn through the game. So those are viable builds if you don't have Azulain Azuma. I would recommend those. So with the Bayard, currently with the build that I have, it's 34,700 HP. We got 6 to 120 millimeters of armor, 16% torpedo reduction. Our artillery rating is 55. We got 4x3 152 millimeter, which is equivalent to 6-inch guns. We got 16.6 kilometer range, 7.5 second reload, 15-second 180-degree turn time for the main turrets, 2,299 max HE shell damage, 12% fire chance, 3,300 max AP damage. Secondaries are 4x2, 100 millimeter, 5.2 kilometer firing range with a 3-second reload time, 1,400 max HE shell damage, and a fire chance of 5%. Torps are 15, have a rating of 15, and they're 2x3, 550 millimeter, 90-second reload time, 6-second degree 180 turn time for the turret torpedo launchers. Then we have, for the torpedoes themselves, they are 14,833 max damage each, and they got a 1.3 torp detectability range by sea, 9 kilometer torp range, and they go 60 knots. So they're kind of slow, but they can pack a punch to other enemies if they hit. And then with AA defense, you got 6x2, 57 millimeter. It's technically, for the AA, it's 85 rating with the AA mods. But in this game, technically, I didn't run the AA mod, so it's not really a huge deal. But I technically showed it as running an AA mod when I loaded in. But that's just the sidebar. So I would have basically run it with a AA guns mod. We got 4.7 kilometer range for the AA. We got 210 average damage per second, 4x2 100 millimeter with an average damage per second of 81. So it's 5.3 kilometer firing range for that. And then for the maneuverability, we have an 84 rating, so 38.1 knot max speed. Technically, in this game, I was running a speed booster, so a triple booster. I think it was an epic speed booster or whatever it's called. You know what it is, basically. So it enhances the speed. So that would put it up to 39.1 knots max speed instead of 38. That's the only difference between those. And then we have a 730 meter turning circle radius, 6.1 second rudder shift time or concealment, 61 rating, so it's pretty good concealment. It's got 11.4 kilometer detectability by sea, 16.6 kilometer detectability after firing a main gun, 13.4 kilometer detectability when the ship is on fire, 7.2 kilometer detectability when range by air, 10.2 kilometer detectability when the ship is on fire, 2 kilometer guaranteed detectability range, and then 6.7 kilometer detectability while firing in smoke. So it's got pretty good concealment. It's got excellent speed based on how I built it currently. Obviously, Foz's build is a little bit better than mine in terms of that, but the one that I'm running with Andre Rue, is a pretty solid build. If you got any of those special commanders. If you don't, then just go with Foz's build or the other one that I recommended, which was Andre Lemonier with Norman Scott and Carl von Mueller. And then Big Foz's build was Andre Lemonier with Mikawa and Carl von Mueller. So either or, take your pick on those two builds or the one that I have. Bayard overall has really good fire chance, 12% fire chance, so that's actually pretty solid. It's not as good as like Cleveland or something, but you have the damage output basically in terms of the number of guns that you have, so you can get more DPM overall. So we got, for the guns, 4x3, so you got 12 guns in total, which is actually pretty good overall. So other thing is with this ship is AP does quite well against other cruisers of tier 6 or tier 7. So you definitely want to use that whenever you can. And you want to basically use HE mainly, but in the right chance that you do get somebody broadside like that Miyoko I was shooting at, you want to switch to AP because you're going to get more damage and Citadel potential compared to just using HE regardless if it's a target is angled or not. You just really gotta decide when is the best time to use each caliber or each type of shell, whether it's HE or AP. So that's a really big distinguisher with this ship. Also, the armor on the ship isn't great, but it has a lot of potential with its speed to mitigate that. So that's why I was saying, like, I'm trying to run it as one kind of anti-dispersion, but I'm also trying to do some range with it. So obviously my build isn't like 18 kilometers for the range, but it's decent. 16.6 is pretty good. 17.4 is pretty good. That Foz's build was. I think I have a pretty happy medium with my build. It's got a lot of, I guess, agility to it, but it's also got pretty good AA. So it's considering both of the aspects of its advantages, which of the ship is enhancing the AA and also the agility, because French cruisers are fast and they're very agile, and if you can build on that, that's even, you're enhancing the plus. So it just adds up to more into your favor in the end. So that's something you want to consider while you're building this ship out with your commander build. So overall, this game's been pretty good. I stuck to the right side of where I spawned. Moved up. Obviously, Faza, he's been trying to distract the enemies and take fire and just do his own thing. Pretty sure he was running Bayard as well. But anyways, they're doing a pretty good job overall. We're up to 118,000 damage. We pushed our side. We just got a high caliber. And we just got a Confederate. So pretty awesome things in a cruiser to do. If you can get a Confederate, that's amazing. If you can get high caliber, that's pretty common. But if you're doing either one of those medals in a cruiser, you're doing your job really well. So you really want to keep that in mind, that certain medals mean something. Obviously kills are nice, damage is nice, but overall, I guess my objective in this game is to win. So anything else is kind of like icing on the cake. The main stuff is like the main cake in that sense is like the actual strategy and how you're playing your ship and what shell you're using and why you're using it. It's basically kind of like backing up what you're doing and saying, okay, I'm doing it because of this. And that's what you want to do in these situations. So in this case, I'm using HE and I'm leading my target, which is technically the Brandenburg, because I want to get fires on him and I want to exploit the number of fires I can get on him by leading him towards the front, towards the middle, and towards the rear as best as I can. Obviously, he might back up, so I'm going to have to move my shots back to align with that. But you just got to kind of consider that while you're shooting. So it's been a pretty good game overall. I thought this was an excellent review of the Bayard. Personally, I think the ship is worth it. If you have the cash to actually get it, I would consider it. Or you need a money maker, at tier 7. I would just consider an alright, a really good pick for that case, especially if you're trying to make money or you're trying to, I guess, mix it up and you have the money to get the ship. So it's a very solid ship. It's kind of weak, but you need to play it towards its strengths. And when you consider that all, then you're just in the right place at the right time and you know what you're doing, like this video. So this video is a really good instance as to how to play the ship correctly and effectively. Obviously, you can vary the build and you can vary some things and how you want to play it, but overall, you should at least consider what's working for the ship and what isn't based on its base stats. Then you can make informed decisions as to what should I do, work on speed and all that stuff. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So I would definitely appreciate it if you could do that. It means a lot. These videos take a lot of effort. So appreciate it if you could show the support. But just want to say my thanks to everyone for watching the video. And hopefully this helped you make a decision as to what you want. Do you want the Bayard or do you not? Or, if you can't afford it, you can't, But if you can and you're willing to spend the money, great. I think it's a great ship. It's got a lot of potential. And it has a lot going for it. It's just a little bit more difficult to play than maybe some other cruisers, like the Cleveland or other such cruisers. And Bayard is a light cruiser, so it's a good one. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos. Make sure to hit that notification button. Stay tuned for all future videos. This is Dark Architect 18. I'm out. Hope everyone has a great day, and we got some more videos to do, so appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.